And we've got time for a quick preview.
Kevin, thanks. Star player.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Mavericks, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Nurkic, Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Finney-Smith passes to Powell. Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. Powell trying to free himself up. Misses in close. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Anthony, the pass to Ariza. McCollum outside. And the 3 ball is good.
He's a volume 3-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Outside Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And Trevor Ariza, a different player now than he once was, but during his prime, he was as athletic as anybody on the floor.
You say that again, GA. And he's done a good job adjusting his game as he's grown older. He went from mostly a slasher to a 3-and-D player. I mean, it's allowed him to have a lengthy career.
Pass to Powell. Clock at 6. Looking to end the run. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Now here's Lillard. From outside the arc. And it's Ariza in the corner. Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up. And the dunk by Doncic.
And he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Lillard against Doncic. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. A second chance effort. Outside Anthony for 3. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Lillard from outside. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Portland with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
There's the pass to Doncic. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Here's Trent. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And there's the whistle called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
When you think of Cauley Stein, the word limp comes to mind. A huge target on offense and a tenacious shot blocker and rebounder in the defensive end.
1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Curry against Hood. Curry, good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Trent. Kicks it to Whiteside. Hood, the pass to Collins. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Oh, the awareness on display. Hood just isn't a good scorer. He's also skilled at getting it to his open teammates.
It's Curry outside. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 5 points so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the wing right side. Pass to CLA Stein. Outside Curry. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Hood. And the rejection by CLA Stein.
Capable of being a defensive anchor. The key for CLA Stein is positioning himself to swat shots.
Now here's Wright. He's guarded closely. Over to the wing. Fires the 3. And no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Dallas. They finish. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Maxi Kleba is out there with Wright. And there's Seth Curry. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
You got to keep Whiteside off the glass because he's a huge threat to put misses back in.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. It's good on the putback. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Hood for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
You got to love the decision-making from Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving as a passer.
Here's Trent. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The three-pointer, no good.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide open 3 like that.
And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
I'll give credit to the arms of Cauley-Stein. They go on forever, which makes him the ultimate alley-oop finisher.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Dallas. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Dallas moving it around. Kleba kicks to Wright. 6 to shoot. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Cauley-Stein's got 7 points.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley-Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
Curry with the steal. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And Collins is right there.
Love the heart that Collins is playing with. He makes use to give his all on the offensive glass.
Curry looking it over. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game. And
thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season, the Blazers were beset by injuries, and they fell short of their goals. Their star, Damian Lillard, said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way. But they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Brunson finds Kleba. Now Brunson, and stolen by Whiteside. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lillard from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 5.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know, it's cash.
And Doncic, here we go.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this. If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Hardaway with it. Now defended by McCollum. Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
That one good for 2. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
To the middle. And the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Powell pulls it in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were always within striking distance. That's all for now.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the threesome. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Doncic with the bucket.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Hardaway finds Porzingis. Over in the corner, Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Here's Lillard. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Back to Hardaway. Lob pass to Porzingis. And that one is off.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Seth Curry in for Hardaway. Here's McCollum. And too long on the shot. Mavericks leading by 7. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 12 points in the game. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Oh, that's a tough blow for him. Really the whole team, though. I mean, puts a lot of pressure on the next man.
Mario Hezonja is checked in for Trevor Ariza. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Curry. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Whiteside dishes to McCollum. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And that's now 7 points for C.J. McCollum.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Doncic outside. Back to Curry. The tray. Rebounded by Anthony.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Nailed from three-point land. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Dallas moving the ball around. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Anthony against Kleber. And it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. McCollum against Doncic. To the paint. Here's Cauley Stein. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Well, that's the length of Cauley Stein. He's a nuisance for any opponent. He uses that to his advantage in how he draws fouls.
Trailblazers trail by 9. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's McCollum. From down in the low post, it goes. McCollum's got 12 points in the game. Curry passes to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Wow, at 7 feet tall, Cauley Stein is a major threat to throw it down. If he gets the ball close to the rim, the D is pretty much toast.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
Had about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Whiteside. Now here's Curry. He's got 12. 14 feet away, and it's Dallas with another.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Lillard surveying the D. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 9-point game. Here's Curry with the three. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Pass to Lillard. He kicks it to Nurkic. Drops it in from 11 feet. Nurkic has got his first 2 points.
But what good positioning by Nurkic. I mean, he has his shot all picked out. He just needed that feed.
Here's Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Mavericks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And both free throws good for Curry.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one every time.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Seth Curry is out there with Doncic. And it's Powell in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. A chance here to get a quick injury report. We've got a chance now to check up on Trevor Ariza's status. David, what's there?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Trailblazers. He said it appears to be a moderate wrist sprain. He won't be returning to the game, guys, and he may be off the court for a short period of time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Now, Doncic. From deep three-point range. 7 for 9 now with that miss. Now shooting 78% from the floor. That's a 2 from Lillard. McCollum finds Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 3rd assist on the night. Doncic looking it over. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Got that one up quick. Lillard's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Lillard, he just fills out the defense. He doesn't rush it. When they play off of him, he torches him. When they crowd him, he'll pull off the J. If they get too close, he'll drive it.
Outside Curry. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Curry's got 21. Trailblazers trail by 13. Lillard outside. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Lillard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
Powell finds Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
He's only getting more energy as the game goes along. An incredible second half.
Lillard against Doncic. Second chance shot. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard again missing. Mavericks leading by 12. Hardaway with it. Outside Curry. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
I'm shocked that he didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Mavericks making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Whiteside's checked in for Portland.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Mavericks.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but just wasn't enough. I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Doncic against Nurkic. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters. And clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
And nothing is falling for him right now. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, it's so important at this stage in the game for everyone to be on the same page and working together.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident.
Well, guys,
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. Up again, and staying with the play, Anthony.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Curry. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Lillard attack. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Now here's Thompson. The pass to Wiggins. High arcing shot. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
Shot from the top of the key, and Portland again with the bucket.
Yeah, he's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Curry against Lillard. Shoots from 14 and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
A gorgeous shooting for him. I mean, Curry, the quick release. He's getting it done from mid-range.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
Now here's McCollum over Thompson. Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. Thompson with it. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
Eric Paschall, he's checked in for Green. Tipped away. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. The Warriors making a switch here. Toscano's checked in, and Portland making a change here. Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. McCollum against Curry. Pass to Wiggins. Over Trent. Almost, but it rolls out. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. Kicks it out to McCollum. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Back to McCollum. There's the triple. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Yeah, if you're Whiteside, that's how you do it. You come out, you bust your tail, you compete at a high level.
1:46 left here in the opening quarter. Curry against McCollum. Curry looking around. Wiggins outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's his first foul. Zach Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. Hood comes in for McCollum. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Here's Little. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Oh, Whiteside in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, perhaps Whiteside would be my first pick to go for an alley-oop. Size, hops, great radius to catch the ball.
Curry is inside. Looney passes to Curry. Looney, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, coaches love to see that kind of grit on the glass. Looney likes to earn his rebounds.
Out to the right wing. Collins against Pascal. Collins passes to Trent. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Curry outside, but they recover it. To the wing on the left. Takes a three. Little with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, just off his game. Forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Outside for Curry. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that concludes the first quarter. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
We've got Looney, and it's Bowman in at the point guard. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul. Lee's checked in for the Warriors. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Nurkic is checked in. Now here's Lee. Passes it to Toscano. On the three off target. After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table.
Here's Poole, following the score by Damian Lillard. Deflects the pass, stolen by Collins. Ariza finds Collins. Outside Hood, three-pointer. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors trail by 10. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. The shot misses. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Outside Hood. Lillard against Lee from 15 feet away. No good off the back of the rim.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Poole, no good. Trailblazers leading by 10. Lillard from outside. That one, no good.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Poole's got his first bucket in this one. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lee against Lillard. Beyond the arc. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
And here is Lee. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Poole. And stolen by Hood. And now here comes Collins leading the break. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
Love the heart that Collins is playing with. He makes use to give his all on the offensive glass.
Here's Poole. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
McCullough, he's excellent at handling the rock. He feels like he can get to anywhere he wants on the court.
Here's Curry following the basket by C.J. McCollum. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Lillard can't hit that one, and Golden State will go the other way with it. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Curry.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 11. 17-foot shot on the way. Warriors shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Can't overcommit when Green has the ball. He'll make you pay by finding the open teammate.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Now here's Little. He's covered closely. Back to Whiteside. Stolen. The deep three from Thompson. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Great. And he doesn't get talked about that much, but Jusuf Nurkic. Big. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, the superior strength on display. Nurkic excels at absorbing contact and muscling the shot in regardless.
And Jusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Trailblazers leading by 12. Lillard dishes to Nurkic, kicks it out to Lillard. And Portland again with the bucket.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Curry against Lillard. Inside, here's Chris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Chris has got his first bucket of the night. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. 90 seconds now into the second half. From 13, again, the Trailblazers score.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Thompson passes to Curry. Golden State moving it around. And Chris throws it down.
This is what makes Curry special on the offensive end, the ability to create for himself and others at the highest level of the game.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. It's Ariza on the wing. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Ariza. Nurkic has got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers. Here's Curry with the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 9.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Thompson against Lillard. Nurkic in the post. And he makes good on the layup. Nurkic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, I love Nurkic's shot selection. I mean, outstanding at getting to his spots and converting.
And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Thompson left side. On the wing, Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Wiggins. Portland grabs the miss. McCollum right side. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Portland.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McClellan, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Lillard goes back up. Kicks it out to McCollum. Here's Lillard. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Damian Lee, he's checked in for Curry. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Now here's Lee. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Lee with the stuff.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And Portland has possession, following the score by Golden State. Hood against Wiggins. Hood kicks to McCollum. Whiteside trying to break free. Fade away. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Hard to cover a shooter of Whiteside's height. I mean, defender tries to make up the difference in fouls.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yeah, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. Got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play.
The deep 3 from Thompson. The long distance 3 is buried. Thompson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And the textbook form from Thompson helps him big time, especially when he's gunning from way downtown.
And it's good, 2 points.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Lee outside. It's stolen by Little. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Trailblazers lead. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Eric Pascal out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Bowman in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's McCollum. Lee with the steal. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors trail by 15. Over to the wing. The pass to Bowman. Back to Lee. Pass to Bowman. Just 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And you gotta love what Lee adds to your rotation. Flexibility and effort at both ends.
Yeah, G.A., he gives you points, rebounds, assists, steals. He does it all. I mean, had some double-doubles last year, as a matter of fact. Considering his relative inexperience, his game is fairly mature and very, very well-rounded.
Now here's McCollum. And stolen by Wiggins. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The 3 from McCollum. They grab their own miss. And Whiteside stays right with it. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
Well, that's what happens when you don't box out Whiteside. He's an explosive athlete with good timing.
Here's Curry. Green kicks to Thompson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And we hear a player's attacking rehab. You know, Greg, by all accounts, Clay took it to another level.
He said he hadn't stopped working since the 3rd day after the NBA Finals. There was even some talk of him coming back toward the end of the year. But the Warriors quickly shut that down, knowing how much he means to this franchise.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Whiteside. Lisa comes in for Little. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for McCollum.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Curry outside. Rebounded by Anthony.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Lillard, he has a sweet jump shot. The defense has to know he's deadly for him.
Curry against Lillard. Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Thompson outside. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Oh, man, an area where Thompson has improved, a quicker first step on the drive.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Lillard looking around. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Curry against Lillard. Kicks to Nurkic. And they pick up 2. Nurkic has got 9 points now in just the 2nd half.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Thompson for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thompson's got 7 now in this quarter.
They're always going to find Thompson among the league leaders in 3-point percentage. That's the shot they want him to take.
1:32 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Lillard attacking, and Damian.
Tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better.
Oh, what a shot!
Did you see where he shot that from? Did you see where he shot that from?
Oh, Sewell. Wow.
Crazy.
And it's Lillard missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance.
in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot on the wing. Lillard again missing. And it's the Warriors' ball. It's a 13-point game. And it's Thompson again missing.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Back to Lillard. From deep, 6 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Now Thompson. From beyond the arc and then some.
Oh, nice touch on the pull-up by Clay. I mean, just so many ways for him to score.
Lillard way outside. Oh, and he drills it! He drills it!
Oh, can you say range? Can you say range?
Yeah.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony. And the starting lineups have concluded. So just welcome, everyone, to the NBA. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Lillard. Over Beverley. And it's Lillard missing. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Lillard. Lays it up off the glass.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Beverley looking around. Here's Leonard. The shot from the low post is good. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
And Beverley kicks to Morris. On the wing, George. He's guarded by McCollum. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard, the pass to Ariza. The 3. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Zubac against Lillard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Lillard from outside. Anthony finds Lillard. Over Morris. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Anthony. Lillard's got 6 points.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverley, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Trent's checked in, and McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Now, here's Shamet to the inside. Green finds Williams. A three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 5. Trent passes to Collins. Count the basket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Jackson against McCollum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Williams. No good there. And the Trailblazers going the other way. McCollum left side. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Collins. He feeds it to Whiteside. Three-pointer. Trent can't hit. Shamet on the wing. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how
I look to the times where things are going well.
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, we've got Little. Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the point.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Williams. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Williams has got his first 2 points.
Well, Lou Williams in the open floor is just a bucket, folks.
And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
And there's the pass to Whiteside. Green with the rebound. Clippers trail by 6. There's Shamet. No good with the triple. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Collins against Green. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Collins. Whiteside's got 6 here in this quarter. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Whiteside. Trailblazers leading by 8. Outside Hood. Fires for 3. He shoots again, and Whiteside finishes it off. Whiteside's got 10.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Jackson with the drive, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. A different look for the Clippers. Leonard, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Paul George in for Williams. And a switch here also for Portland. Lillard's checked in. Shoots the 3. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And the rejection by Collins. 3-on-3. From the arc. Lillard misses. Clippers trail by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Jackson. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's George. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland no good that time either.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Morris comes in for Green, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Zach Collins. Risa comes in for Little, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Rodney Hood. Stolen by McCollum, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And Portland making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. 46 seconds left in the first half. Here's Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the basket by Lillard.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Morris into the lane, and the shot goes in.
Well, I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Back to George. To the wing right side. From outside the arc. And it's Beverly missing.
Well, you have to want to be a good defensive player and mark a...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside you. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He ended up with 17 points and 1 rebound. And that'll do it for our...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Beverly against Lillard. Outside, George. On the wing, Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from the top of the key. George missing again. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
No good from Zubats.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Nobody near Lillard. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Leonard looking around. Goes up on the high post. They get the rebound. Zubats kicks to Beverly. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Tries yet again. Los Angeles with another miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
With the tip, great positioning on the putback. Ariza's got his first points in this one.
Love the athleticism from Trevor Ariza. This guy so dependable as a fast break finisher.
Deep two from Beverly. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The open shot, Lillard, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. A different look for the Clippers. Landry Shamet comes in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Trent's checked in. Shamet. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside Anthony. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Leonard with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. The pull-up. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. McCollum deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Right side Leonard.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
The Clippers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubats. And it's Jackson in for Leonard. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Little, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Hood subbed in for McCollum. Here's Jackson. Got a hand on it. They recover it. 4 seconds left. Can't get the layup. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Stolen by Jackson. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in complete command. Their lead at 28 points. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Collins. He's out there with Little. Rodney Hood out there with Swanigan. And it's Simons in at the 1. Patterson finds Jackson. Patterson with it. Outside Jackson. Pass to Mann. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Hood for 3. No good that time.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Man, banked in off the glass.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And for Portland, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Hood for 3. And it's Hood again missing.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
Magruder passes to Green. Here's Mann. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Hood on the wing. Shoots it. And it's Hood again missing.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Outside Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Patterson passes to Magruder. Dishes to Jackson. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And it's Ariza with the ball for Portland. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And Lillard gets double teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. From deep three-point range. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Anthony dishes to Nurkic. Anthony with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Beverly kicks to George. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Lillard with it. Passes it to Nurkic. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Beverly. And he banks in the layup.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead. He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Morris passes to Beverly. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 20. Here's Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Trailblazers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Lillard the pass to Simons. Launches it. The putback, and Whiteside stays right with it.
Oh, hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Mann. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Lillard from outside. Magruder with the rebound. Now, here's Shamet. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Azania. And the miss. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And G8.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Lillard, and it falls over the rim and in.
Man, both on balance and on point. Damian working through that mid-range area now.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Now Lillard following the Porzingis miss from deep. Ariza kicks to Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. The Mavericks pull it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
On the wing, Doncic. Hardaway trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Doncic.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over it.
Lillard scanning the floor. Comes up empty down low.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Hardaway passes to Powell. Here's Doncic. Can't connect from 14 feet out. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Floats one up. Porzingis with the block.
And you can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
To the left side wing. Right side Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Back to Powell. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And so here is Dallas. The Blazers getting the bucket. And Doncic, here we go. And he gets it to go. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys there were. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
1:16 left to play here in the first. Doncic against Lillard. And he drops it in from the low post. Lillard's got 9.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Hardaway against McCollum. Hardaway passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
And Lillard throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Powell. Portland making their last shot. Out to Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by Nurkic.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Portland out in front, up 5. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
when I'm training in summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's DeJuan Wright. Then it's Curry. And it's Brunson in at the 1.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley-Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Here's Hood. The step back jumper is good. Hood's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Wright finds Cauley-Stein. Here's Curry. Lock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Hassan Whiteside. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Right against Hood. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley-Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
Kleber kicks to Brunson. Curry looking around. Cauley-Stein controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
What timing on the glass. Cauley-Stein up there and flushing the miss back.
Hood for 3. He can't get that one to fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Pass to Kleber. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Curry with the 3. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And that one, good. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. There's the pass to Curry. Inside, Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Well, Cauley-Stein positioned himself early and then found the reward there as he collected the ball and threw it through.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. 1:56 left in the first half. Here's Lillard. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. The Mavericks leading. Fast break, Dallas. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. Here's Cauley-Stein. Second shot opportunity, and it's Porzingis getting it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Yeah, you want Porzingis, especially with that kind of size, if you're the coaching staff, to go in and dominate on the glass. Do something on the interior. We're seeing that now.
For Dallas, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Here's Wright. That shot off. Good work defensively by Lillard. Ahead. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Melo powering his way through the defense down there. He's used to that kind of contact throughout his career.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Nurkic checked in for Portland. And then for Dallas, Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley-Stein, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for DeLon Wright. Lillard from outside, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Powell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Doncic against Lillard, out to Porzingis. Out left to the wing. Back to Doncic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and very unselfish.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Here's Lillard, kicks it out to Ariza. McCollum outside. Nurkic in the post. Foul on him. Nurkic can't hit.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Finney Smith. Nurkic with the steal. Anthony on the wing. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Passes it to Doncic. In the corner, Hardaway with it. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era, is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Porzingis. Seth Curry comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Here's Lillard, and it's denied. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So for the Trailblazers, Whiteside comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. Rodney Hood subbed in for Lillard. Hardaway passes to Powell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take Cauley Stein. He's checked in for the Mavericks. Trailblazers trail by 8. Outside Hood. Trying to end the drought, and he sinks the layup.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
And Rodney Hood, not a big name player, Bones, but he's earned a ton of minutes wherever he's played over the course of his career.
A lot of people just really happy for Rodney Hood that he can continue his career coming back from a torn Achilles, and that's no easy task. So for him to just be back out on the floor and contributing in any way is a great sign.
On its way from Curry for 2. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Whiteside. McCollum outside. Pulls up on the wing. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And now just a 4-point Maverick lead. Outside Curry. For 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Little, and he uses the glass on the layup. Little's got his first points of the game.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Outside Curry, and Brunson has it in the corner. The 19-foot shot. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 7. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. Right wing. 52 seconds left to play here in the third.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if you can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Little, and Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Rodney Hood. The drive by Doncic. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Portland trailing here. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Left side Curry. Here's Finney-Smith. Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Dallas again missing. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And that one's good. Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Doncic with the steal. Curry kicks to Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Curry on the wing. Stolen by McCollum. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Here's Lillard. That one off the back iron and out.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in. Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Makes it off the glass. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
Ariza's been in the league a long time, so a great job of reading the defense with some rhythm that time.
Doncic dishes to Powell. Doncic against Lillard. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Lillard. And yes, it's good. Lillard's got 19 points.
Yeah, this is the kind of shot selection that you got to be on board with Lillard. Tenacious scorer, but I love the efficient opportunity there. But I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it.
It's good.
And he was a go-to guy in crunch time in college, and McCollum now has developed that reputation here in the league.
Porzingis finds Doncic. Down low, out to Porzingis. Wide open look, and it's good off the back rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Oh, Porzingis loving the moment right here, stepping up huge.
And a deep three from Lillard. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Lillard misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Curry way outside. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. McCollum with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Portland again missing. Mavericks leading by 4. 1:11 left in the game. Lillard against Doncic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Here's Lillard. Money!
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Doncic passes to Powell. Curry outside. Carmelo Anthony grabs the ball.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
That is world class.
I love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Doncic against Lillard.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Drains it from downtown.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
And the Mavericks call time here. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the small forward. Lillard misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It's Curry outside. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And given his style, it feels like Curry could play as long as he wants.
Why not? The thing you never lose is your jump shot. Plus, Steph, he can beat you with instinct, awareness, rather than relying on his explosive athleticism. And if his team keeps their offensive style of play, he can play for forever.
And the wide open shot from Green on the mark with the 15-footer.
Oh, he keeps getting more consistent on the catch and shoot. That one, very much in rhythm.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Curry against Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And the Warriors with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up two. Here's Thompson, and he makes good on the layup.
Well, that's good, solid work in the painted area. Thompson's a threat from anywhere.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard looking around. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. From the line. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Oh, that's a nifty move inside the arc. I mean, Curry's not just a three-point shooter. He can do anything facing up.
Curry against Lillard. Passes to Nurkic. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Eric Pascal, he's checked in for Green. Now here's Curry. Thompson outside. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. Two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Chris pass to Pascal. Wiggins outside. Now here's Curry. He's got 5. Another 3 for Golden State.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
McCollum against Curry. McCollum feeling it out a bit. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Anthony. Little comes in for Trevor Ariza. Rodney Hood subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Wiggins. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Toscano. Tries again. Rebounded by Hood. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Out to the wing. Collins kicks to Whiteside. Shot to stop the run. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Love the heart that Collins is playing with. He makes use to give his all on the offensive glass.
Higgins outside. The pass to Looney, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other five in the league.
Hood for three. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by 8. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he's
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from
well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter, we've got Looney, and it's Smilagic in at the power forward position.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Lillard from outside. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now. And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Now here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Portland shooting their first free throw this game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
The key for Hood is consistency. Now he's an established player. He has the tools needed to be a solid scorer in this league.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green comes in for Kevon Looney. Steph Curry is subbed in for Wiggins. Here's Poole. The Blazers getting the bucket. Here's Curry. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Oh, man, and the balance Curry has is insane. He's not going to overpower you with his strength, but he stays in control.
Lets it go from deep. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Lillard.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Curry looking it over. Off target with his 3.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Warriors leading by 4. Green with the ball. Now defended by McCollum.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Lillard left side. Nurkic trying to get open. Here's Collins. Lillard outside. Shoots over Curry. Again the miss by Lillard. Warriors are gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. To the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Last season, a tough one for Draymond. Suffered a series of injuries, and no one hates to lose more than that guy.
Yeah, and even when he did play, because his teammates were around, he was exposed at some points, and he was frustrated much of the time. But that's in the past. Who cares about that? Now he's right back to competing. I mean, so many things Green does well. Helps tie the team together, especially on defense.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Trent. Right side trying to break free. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Trent.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Up top, Curry. He's guarded by McCollum. Yep, that one goes. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. It's stolen by Green. There's 1:26 left to play here in the second quarter. Rebound by the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. That one rolling around and rims out.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Warriors leading by 8. Now Curry. He's got 14. Over McCollum.
An area where McCollum must continue to work on, and it helps whenever he's making an impact on defense.
Portland again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hood's checked in, and then for Golden State. Looney's checked in for Marquise Chris, and Wiggins is subbed in for Green. Here's Trent. Feeds to Hood. Sinks that one from the post.
Mixing it up a little bit. I like seeing Hood try to score from these areas.
Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Trailblazers trail by 6. From downtown. And it's Looney with the rebound. Haskell with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Just 3 on the clock. And Looney sends it back. And so it's the Golden State. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 14 points, even. And that'll about.
I'm just focused on music. They say my last tape was a classic, but I got some hot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. Greg, so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fun.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Here's Lillard after the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. Lillard attacking, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Marquise Chris did not like that.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Curry dishes to Thompson. Back to Curry. Releases from 15. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
And that one is good.
Looks so smooth, pulling up off the dribble. I mean, McCollum, very comfortable attempting these quick jump shots.
Curry outside. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. 7-point differential. Count that one.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Here's Thompson following the score by Damian Lillard. Thompson inside. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Pass to Curry. Now Chris. Excellent D there from Anthony.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
And coming into Golden State last year, Chris had a bit of a resurgence.
Oh, yeah. Averaged more points and rebounds than any other time in his career. Excellent shot selection. I mean, he shot over 54% from the field. He's hoping he's found something that he can build on. He's hoping he's found a home.
Here's Green following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Curry's shot is good.
He's going to play his game the way he wants to for a long time. Because even when Curry gets older, even when he can't jump and can't run, he will never lose that jump shot. I mean, jump shots never get old.
Here is Lillard after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Shot clock at 6. Lillard. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wiggins passes to Chris. Outside Curry. McCollum against Thompson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
A good size for the 2 position, but Clay's been able to compete and play through the contact.
Lillard from outside. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Curry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here. And it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the 3-point line.
Pass to Green. The deep 3 from Thompson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 7. Anthony kicks to Nurkic. McCollum against Wiggins. And here's McCollum over Wiggins. McCollum no good. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson with it. Now defended by McCollum. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Thompson. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Lillard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break with a 10-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. They've got Andrew Wiggins, and it's Green in at the 4. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Bowman. Passes it to Green. Five on the clock. Now the pass to Toscano. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You got to keep Whiteside off the glass because he's a huge threat to put misses back in.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he makes the first. Lillard's checked in for Collins. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. So it's Portland now, trailing here by 8. Lillard, the pass to Hood. Back to Lillard. For the three. It's rebounded by Poole. Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Down low. Smailagic passes to Toscano. 5 to shoot. Pass to Smailagic. And no good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. And it's Hood in the corner. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Bowman, covered by Hood. Pascal, the pass to Smailagic. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 6th rebound on the night. Lillard outside. Over Pascal. That one wide left. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Lisa comes in for Hood. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Now, here's Thompson. Back to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Now, Nurkic.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lillard has a scorer's mentality. He's tremendous at going strong and earning a trip to the line.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Curry against Lillard. Curry attacking. Pass to Chris. On the wing. Rebounded by Anthony. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Lillard with it. Working on Chris. Hits it from three-point range.
Love the poise in McCollum. He looks comfortable shooting in crucial moments of the game.
Thompson in the corner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Looney's checked in for Green. And he is unable to get the second one.
The league is in great shape. When you talk about guys like Klay Thompson, he's a class act. He's going to be around for a long time, and I look forward to every minute of watching.
It's tipped. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Curry is everything you want from a superstar. A fearless competitor and just an incredible leader.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Here's Lillard. Money!
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thompson surveying the floor. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And in the moment of truth, Thompson putting the team on his back, trying to carry them across the finish line.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Warriors with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
So there's a versatility to Mooney's game that not many guys have. I mean, he can play a few different spots and is a multi-purpose defender.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard against Curry. Here's the step back, and he gets the jumper to drop.
All right, I'm telling you, don't let Lillard get in rhythm. Once he's feeling it, he's going to burn you on every possession.
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Curry with it. From deep. Misses there. So we see the Warriors get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. The lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette River in this terrific look at the picturesque city of Portland. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Marcus Morris. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic. And it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. Morris against Anthony. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard draws the double. Rebound by Nurkic. Here is Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Lillard with it. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And the layup's good off the glass.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
George finds Zubac. Here's Beverley. And here's Leonard from 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Morris inside, covered by Anthony.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Lillard again missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverley. Wow.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
He gets it in there.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And Lillard gets to Ariza. The 17-footer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard, right side. No good on the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Anthony nowhere around. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
And the pass to Nurkic. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Lillard's got 6.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Morris. 17-foot shot on the way. It's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
High post, Nurkic. Outside Anthony. Over in the corner, Lillard. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Back to Leonard. Pass to Beverly. On the wing, Morris. Off target at the rim.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers ahead. They lead by. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
They've got Whiteside. Little out there with Collins. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the 1. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Hood for 3. The shot will not fall. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And Montrezl Harrell, a fiery competitor, plays the game, Doris, with a lot of emotion.
He does, Kevin. You think about his time playing in Houston, he struggled a little bit. He stewed on the bench, got a reputation as a little bit of a hothead. But look what happens in a new system in LA. The chemistry with Lou Williams. He settles him down a little bit. This city and this organization and his teammates have brought out the best in him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Hood. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you love to see Rodney Hood finish in the face of that contact. How about the grit on that move?
Baseline Jay on the way. The offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. There's Shamet. And the rejection by Collins. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They trail by 9 points. Here's Trent. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jackson passes to Shamet. Here's Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You think about Lou Williams and finding his way and finding himself with the Los Angeles Clippers. He's played for 1/5 of the teams in the league. He always felt overlooked, underappreciated, but certainly he's found his niche here.
So for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Collins. Visa comes in for Little. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Rodney Hood. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. George is checked in for Williams. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Well, Doris, in the past, some regarded Lou Williams as a lackluster defender. Didn't want to lift weights. Had kind of an interesting reputation. He bounced around the league, as we know, quite a bit. He's played for a lot of different teams.
Right. I mean, think about his early association with Allen Iverson, the great Allen Iverson. He succeeded on his own terms, right? Both of them comfortable in their own skin, able to do some amazing things on the court.
Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Beverly's checked in.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
And George, here we go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
The shot's good. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Pass to Zubac. Clock at 4. Here's Leonard. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. And it's 9 points for Leonard.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Lillard outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. McCollum against George. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
Lillard outside. He dishes it to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Ariza. Back to Lillard. Launches a three. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%. Los Angeles leading by 3. Morris right side. The pass to George. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Here's Lillard. From deep three-point range. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Well, what a...
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverly, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. A pull-up, yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Lillard.
Well, you know the unselfishness and professionalism Trevor Ariza gives you. If there's an open man, he'll find him.
Pass to George. And again, the Clippers turn it over. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Lillard scanning the floor. Drops in the tray. Lillard's got 20 points.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
George finds Morris. Outside for George. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a...
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Collins kicks to Lillard. And the rejection by Harrell. Here's Leonard. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Leonard.
Well, Lou Williams has talked openly about the fact that because he's come off the bench most of his career, it has probably extended and lengthened that career. Interesting stuff.
The Clippers in the lead. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And that one's good, Shamet.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Lillard throws it down.
How about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Shamet. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Lillard, and he slams it down right on top of Jermichael Green.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Fires from deep. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 31 points.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Fires the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Now it's a 5-point Portland lead.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Green kicks to Williams. And they get it, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Outside Hood. Lillard against Jackson. Shoots from 14, and again it's Damian Lillard. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Jackson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
About 7 seconds separating the shot in the game clocks.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that note.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That shot missing. Harrell, the pass to Williams. Another shot. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. They kept going to him again. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Clippers trail by 5. At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Whiteside in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
To the right side. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And that's now 11 points for George.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Oh, Whiteside in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic, and it's Leonard missing. Trailblazers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. A 3 from McCollum. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight to take the lead. But they'll get another chance. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. They lead by 1. Here's Lillard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
All free throws good from Lillard.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Lillard against Beverly. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
George, no good. Trailblazers leading by 3. Ariza kicks to Lillard. Dishes it to Carmelo. Back to Lillard. Hits the 3-point bomb. Lillard's got 45 points.
and they have been relentless from deep.
And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Anthony finds Lillard. Back to Anthony. Off target from three-point range.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Beverly against Lillard. And good. He nails it. Lillard's got 47 points.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Nurkic with it. Guarded now by Morris. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And again, unable to change momentum here. Trailblazers leading by 8. It's tipped. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for a little. Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. McCollum left side. Hands it from downtown. McCollum's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Portland.
This has got to feel good. I mean, they never counted themselves out when they were down earlier, and they not only muscled their way back into the game, but wow, they're in a position, shockingly, to win this one easily.
It's all about the will to win. You have to admire the perseverance, never doubting one another, having that trust in your coaches. And I really like what we've seen here tonight. Boy, did they earn it.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lillard.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
George, no good on the free throw.
Well, I don't know that when he was selected 10th overall back in 2010, that the casual fan understood that Paul George would become one of the most effective two-way players in the NBA, but he's done just that.
Gets the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Man gets the bucket. And so it's Portland winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For great